Hello peeps, I'm TheGunakinGalaxy and welcome to another episode of the tutorial series. So today, you see this big building that it's still work in progress, I will tell about that later. And in this building you have this gap and a door looking thing. And yes, it is indeed a door. But yeah, you have a dropper or hopper right here, and yeah, you can look inside here. But it doesn't have anything in it. I don't know what to do. So maybe I have all types of transportation things. Maybe if I throw in a boat. I hear the tick, but nothing happens. Maybe carrot on a stick. Let's try that. Tick again. Activate a rule. Tick again, but nothing happens. Maybe the minecart will do something. Wink, wink. Tick, and it opens. So yeah, this is a door that can be activated with minecarts only. I haven't actually tested it out with other types of minecarts. I don't think you should use minecart with TNT. So let's just try a chest. So that's why there's a gap in the middle, so you can actually throw it through there. Yeah, okay. So that one works as well, but I don't think TNT will work exactly the way you want to, because the mechanic I will show you in a second has a little bit of redstone that might activate that TNT. But about this world, this is SMA base. SMA stands for Social Movement of Animals. It's just basically my fantasy fucking around. Made an organization name, and I made this huge village. So yeah, it's still work in progress. You might see more about that later, but let's get right to the tutorials world. Alright, so we're now in the tutorial world. As you can see, this was the tutorial of last week, and over here we have the door. The only thing that's different here is that I've put stairs on top and on the bottom, and that there is an arm stand in between, so it will look like this. It will just work normally, but it just adds a little bit, more detail on it. So this one just works the same. The dimensions are 5 by 4 by 10, and there's also some stuff on the ground, which I will show you right now. And yeah, that's not covered in the dimensions, that's not covered in the dimensions, but yeah, it's pretty easy because you only have to dig 4 down, and that's the lowest spot, except for this part. But that's not, that's not essential to the actual circuit. So starting off, I will show you a little bit of a close, more how it looks, like so you can actually see how it's done. And then we'll start with how I made it. So first off, I do need to mention that these two are from the bottom. These two are from the left side, these two from the upper side, and these are from the right side. So as you can see, there's only 2 blocks or 2 pistons, which are standing on top of 2 redstone torches, which are standing on top of a block. Inside this block goes 2 repeaters with a set on a second delay, just so the doors on the side will open first, and then the doors on the top and on the bottom, because on the top the delay is also set to the second. So of course everything is extended now, and connected to the repeaters is a redstone circuit. It will, let me please fly. It will go up here, as you can see right now. It will go into this redstone torch right here. Same goes on the other side, but only this side is 1 block higher, as you can see right here. So this is pretty much the basic redstone door, the 2x2 redstone door. Redstone torch on top a block, so this will the one underneath will extend, and then redstone on top, so the one on top of the first one will extend as well. But one thing I do need to mention here is that you need to put the circuit down like this. I will give you a close-up right now, because else the system will not trigger the piston right here. Same goes on the other side, so you have to put it like this, and it's just a regular staircase formation, so it's pretty easy to keep to remind. But if it goes right on the side, as you can show you right now, like so, you might have the chance that if I, hopefully it, as you can see right now, it won't trigger it, but when it goes like this, or like this, sorry, it will. So that's pretty much how it's done right there, so keep that in mind, else it won't work. And yeah, so it's just pretty much a simple redstone circuit that goes all the way around. And then on top of here, it will eventually end with a repeater, also set on the second delay as mentioned earlier, into this piston. Same goes on the other side, and they will of course extend, resulting you with this formation. So now I'm going to show you how it's done with the opening system. So of course, as you can see right here, you have just basic hoppers going into each other, and eventually you will end up in this dispenser. You will actually be needing a dispenser, not a dropper, else it won't work. Why? Because dispensers, if you didn't know yet, they actually do the effects they normally have to do. Like the dispenser will actually fire an arrow if you put an arrow in there, while droppers actually just drop the item. So once you have it set up like this, with the rails down here like so, if you want to know how I made this formation, it's pretty easy. Just grab yourself the materials needed. If you hear some background noise, I'm sorry for that. But how this is done, because you might do it like this, and then eventually going down, how I did this like so. Just do this and then take away the block, and then you will have that formation, if you didn't know yet. So we're going down again. So that's how it's done with the formation going down. We have a powered rail here with a redstone torch on the side. So so the minecart that goes on the rail will actually get destroyed in the lava, as well as some items that will probably will end up in the lava pedal. So yeah, then you won't have that lag if you use the lot at the same time, because loads of items will eventually end up in loads of lag. So we have here an auto updater, as I like to call it. Whenever an item goes in here, so I will show you right now, as you can see right now, it will update. It will show you that again, because I had a little bit too much items in there. Let's just put it on the top here. As you can see, it will get updated, and it will immediately spew that out. So depending on how low you have your delay, as you can see, you can just add it however you want. The faster the door will open. So I have now it's set on the second delay, and it's pretty much recommended, so it won't take that long, and it won't be too fast, like you throw it in there and then you think, oh, I have to walk through, especially because the door will shut pretty quickly. So it's pretty easy how this works. Just every block that gets updated will result with a signal going out of it. So the comparator will pick that signal up, and it will then the repeater will make the signal stronger. And then it will go through the redstone to another repeater, ending up in a comparator, sending the signal into this block. So there's actually, this block is powered when there's an item in here. And of course this power is connected to this block, so it will immediately spew out the item. And how it's done with the opening system, there's a redstone circuit connected to the rest of the circuit, like this, with a repeater going into this block, which of course will create a little bit of signal, which will trigger this redstone and will go up. You have to place the repeater like this, else it won't work. If you place it one higher, one lower, it won't work. So it actually has to be right next to the activator rail. So as you can see, it will just work normally like that. But when I get the minecart, of course, because it's dispenser, it will create a special effect. It will place down the minecart, this rail gets activated, and the signal will go through the blocks and opening the rest of the system. So that's pretty much how it's done. I will give you the close-up of every part. This is the auto updater. These are the tubes just running down. You cannot place it one to the side, else you will have troubles with the signal. This is how it's done down here. I'm a little bit laggy, sorry for that. If that's annoying you, at least it's annoying me. This is how it's done here with a lava puddle. Here's how it gets updated. We'll follow the circuit up to the up to the dispensers. No, it's not. It's no dispensers. These are pistons. Up to the dispensers. Then over here we have the pistons on the bottom. That will result into the pistons up here and the pistons up here. We'll show you this right now. Just basic redstone. You have to make sure that this redstone signal goes into the block underneath it, like so. That on top of it, else it won't work. It's thundering outside my window, so maybe you hear that. Sorry for that. I will try to weaken that sound, but it will probably not work. Then of course it will go up like so, because the signal goes up. Then over here, and like that will go over here, resulting in the lost pistons. Same goes over here. So one thing I do need to mention while I'll cover this up. Of course, you want to cover this all up. Now this you can just cover up normally. Same on the other side, which I already covered up. No, I didn't. I'm confused. Okay, let's cover this up for a second, like so. Then you can cover up everything just nice and smoothly without anything showing, except for, of course, the dropper, which will be needed for the circuit itself. But then we come over here. You cannot place a full block on there. Of course you can, but then the signal will break. Because the signal cannot go through the block, it will stop there, and this upper part will not work, and the whole signal system breaks. If you actually did this, then the way to fix this is pretty simple. Break the redstone signals on top. Only one is needed. You only need to break like only this one or only that one, and then break the block right here. Place a slab on top of there, and then the signal will just work fine. If it doesn't, just try again, and eventually you will get there. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. If you have a reason for it, make sure to slap the like button if you're big. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want more content, make sure to subscribe as well. Also, one thing I do need to mention about this door, it also just works fine in multiplayer. Wait, did I say that earlier? I don't know actually. Screw it. Just go check it out by yourself, make it yourself. I would love to see some pictures of you guys making it. And if you have any ideas for the next episode, set it in your comment below, because I run out of ideas very, very quickly. So if you want to keep the series standing, make sure to do that. But that's pretty much what I want to say. I'm TheGunakinGalaxy, and I'll see you peeps all later. Have a good game, and bye bye.